I'm at a really nice park today. I'm gonna cook brown sugar bourbon in the back of my van. Just something to do. I have a lot of it, so I'm actually gonna cook 2, and then one of them's gonna be for dinner. So one's for lunch, one's for dinner. Anyways, that's today's plan. Should be fun. Alright, so here it is. It's just 2 basic round bottom steaks for like $6 each. Here's a Grill Mate thing. I haven't tried this one yet, so I'm gonna try it. And then I forgot to mention also asparagus. So I got some ears of asparagus and then the brown steak mixture, and we'll go from there. Now the next step is to poke a bunch of holes in it with a fork. So what I'm gonna do is oil first, and then when I add the water will kind of wash away the oil on here. It won't be perfect, but that's what it's calling for. Oops, lost some of the water. Trying to do this while filming is always hard. Alright, so that's all the liquids they want. Alright, let's get them loaded. What I'm gonna do is just try to really mix it up, so because the other steak's gonna go on top. So I want to make sure that there is food between, or seasoning between both. Alright, and there's the second one. Ooh, I got it all over my fingers. Alright, so I got both steaks in here. And then what I'm doing is just mashing them up really well and together. Make sure the seasoning's between both of them. Just really getting it in there. Now it says I could just let this sit for 30 minutes, but I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to let it sit for like 2 hours out of the sunlight, obviously. I'm probably going to double bag it. Let me do this. Okay. So I got it double bagged just because of bugs and all that stuff, just for extra safety. So I'm going to let all that stuff marinate for about 2 hours and then cook it. During the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and take a hike. And by the time I get back, I should be hungry and ready to cook my food. Look at this. This is all from the rains from California. Just the trails are just covered. And then you can see yellowing on the mountain. So here's my stove. This is actually cool because it's propane and butane. There's an attachment to do a propane canister, but the other thing I want to show off is look how clean that cast iron is. Recently cleaned it and re-oiled it. So I gotta get this super hot, and then here goes the asparagus and steak. Let's get started. First thing I'm gonna do is try to heat this up as high as I can. Let that really get hot. Try to remove some of this like excess juice. I'm not gonna remove all of it, just a portion of it. And so that's the steak. I left a little bit on it, but once again, it's supposed to go inside the meat. The juices, all these like little juices would all fall in and all that stuff, so your meat would be somewhat dry. This right here is going to be for tonight. I'm gonna cook the tonight one first and then the next one later. Let me go ahead, I'm gonna set the timer for 3 minutes on each side. Let's see, better here. Yeah, there it goes. Alright, 3 minutes on each side. What I'm gonna do now is, because this one's for later, we're gonna go ahead and remove the steak, put it in a Tupperware container. Now this mess will be for dinner. What I'm gonna do real quick is cook the remainder, but I need to find this thing to kind of take some of the goop off. Alright, got the goop off. We're gonna let it reheat again, and then we're gonna do the second steak. The second steak is mine, actual lunch for today. Alright, this is a steak meal. Looks pretty good. And then the other thing I have with it is some organic apple cider. Ta-da! So, this will be lunch. Some apple cider, steak, and asparagus. Yummy.